Hi everyone. Have you ever felt resentment towards someone or something? And I'm quite sure the answer is yes, because I think we've all dealt with that. So when it comes to your adult child, like, how do we handle this? So today I want to touch on that subject. And for those of you that are new here, I just want to say welcome. Super glad you're here. And I hope you find some blessings in these videos to kind of help you walk this journey with your adult child. This channel exists because I'm a firm believer that every mom deserves a support system during this time. And in addition to that, I also walked a tough road with my own daughter for about 10 years. And I made a lot of mistakes along the way. And all the while her life was spiraling out of control, mine was doing the same. And so now I have the blessing of helping other moms walk that path. Okay, so let's dive in here. So resentment, there is a saying, I believe it's in the 12 steps, holding on to resentment is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die, which in our mind makes no logical sense, right? So even when it's justified, even when they're truly, someone really wronged you, really wronged you, and you are holding on to this. Well, with resentment comes anger. It kind of goes hand in hand, right? So the anger kind of provokes the resentment. And it's a challenging emotion that we've all felt. You know, it's really ill will towards someone or something, a situation from the past, and holding on to that does not serve us. So some refuse to let that go. Some people will be resentful for a short period of time and they get over it. Some people will hold on to it long term. I know people that have held on to it for a lifetime. And for me, I mean, I've seen some of my family members do that. And me growing up watching that wasn't a good example, right? It's not a good example of, there was no forgiveness there ever. And so, and I saw how it ate away at these particular people. So it really is like a form of spiritual bondage. And the more time that you think about the resentment and you think about that person or situation, you get caught up in the anger that's associated with it. So, sorry, I dropped my notes here for you, but the resentment aspect, you know, it definitely can affect you physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And so just a few tips on that. So what do we do about it? I fully believe, and I too have had this, I don't feel that I'm holding on to resentment long-term for anyone, but I have been resentful in my life towards different people. And I believe it's a conscious decision, at least it was for me, because you have to get past the hurt and the fear of the unknown, the fear of what would that look like if I actually did try to talk to that person, or the hurt that I'm already feeling and probably focusing on. So every time you think of that particular person, whether it's your son, daughter, sibling, friend, whoever it is that you're holding this resentment towards, when you think about that person, your anxiety is going to go up, right? Because it's the natural, there's anger, there's fear and worry, right? All of these things. And so we also have to look at, what was our part? Did we play a part? Sometimes we definitely do play a part. There's also other times where it's not really, I mean, we had no decision or say in it. There's things that happened to us in life that we did not choose whatsoever and did not play a part in. So you have to evaluate, is this a situation where I did play a part? Okay, so you have to evaluate that. And then I think most importantly is, while you're making that conscious decision, you have to share your feelings with somebody. Somebody's safe. And sometimes that can be your spouse, it can be a friend, a counselor, a coach, whatever. So someone that you trust, because you're not meant to do this alone. And resentment is going to slowly deteriorate you, not that other person that you're resenting. Regardless of why, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Our bodies hold on to it. So I encourage you to maybe take a look at and maybe make a note of that. If you are holding resentment towards someone, and take a look at that and figure out what you can do to change that for yourself. It doesn't have to be for that person. So, but for yourself, like, how can you make that change? So I encourage that today. And for those of you that you and I have never chatted before and you're interested in learning more about one-on-one coaching, we can do a discovery call, which it's really a consultation where I get a better feel about what's going on with you. And then I'm able to identify and give you some options on how I could help you. So if you're interested in that, feel free to click the link below and I will see you soon. Thanks.